and welcome to another brand new episode here on Fs25 and Riverbend Springs. And Walter's life will soon become less miserable. Oh dear, that always makes me smile. Anyway, how are you all doing? Hope you're all having a cracking Saturday and your day is going really good. My day, not going too bad, although clearly it's not the same day as yours. So, in all fairness, my day on this day that you're watching this could be going terrible, but hopefully not. But the day I'm recording, Sunday morning, uh, very late starting today. Not because I laid in. I'm not lazy. I was just, you know how you kind of get watching one YouTube short and then suddenly, you know, it's turned sort of, 3 hours later, and you think, what the hell have I just watched? I mean, I end up skipping most of it because a load of it, most of it's a load of old nonsense. But I still did it, and I was also as well catching up with. So, as you all know, bought a iPhone now, and well, I haven't bought an iPhone. I bought a Samsung S25 Ultra, I think it is, which was an extortionate amount of money. Honestly, it was that much money. I didn't know whether to buy a country in the Middle East or the phone. But anyway, decided on the phone, and mainly because at some point America would probably try and invade, but or the UK. But yeah, so I decided to buy a phone, and was got the phone so that I can go. Right, honestly, this I am never ever 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 using this machine ever again because it's just pathetic. It honestly, if you're giants, right, and you're gonna design a combine or a harvester like this, right, what you would think you would do is think, well, do you know what? Before we have a harvester that is this, right, we'll make sure that our AI system is absolutely spot on so that there is absolutely no issues for the user who wants to use this harvester, right? But I mean, don't get me wrong, like, when it's going, this goes lovely, like, and this is actually quite enjoyable, but it's a pain in the backside on the corners, and like, I've told it not to do the headlands because I just couldn't be doing with it. I just literally just couldn't be doing with it. I was like, no, we'll leave the headlands. It's not that important. Um, Honestly, for how much we'll lose and waste, as I say, it's really not that important. But yeah. So anyway, as I say, bought the phone so as I can go further afield watching me racing, and at the moment, I got the phone on Friday. I haven't even looked at it yet. I know this is going to sound stupid and pathetic, and all of you are going to laugh out there, and I don't care because it's at my expense. And if I can make people laugh and brighten up their day a little bit, I'm happy with that, right? But I'm a little bit intimidated by it. I got to be honest. I'm like, whew, you know, should you really be using a device that's cleverer than yourself? you know? And I was sort of kind of thinking, I don't know, like, anyway, I've ordered loads of stuff for it. So I've ordered like a case and a screen protector and car holders and like, different, uh, different things like that. Because I thought, gonna obviously, I'm quite clumsy. So I thought, there's gonna become lots of times, lots of occasions where I drop the bloody thing. So I thought I better get a really good case. So I've bought what I believe is a really good case off eBay. Funnily enough, off a lad that I usually buy my tech from, and he's sort of reassured me because I used to do eBay myself a few years ago, and sorry, I didn't really make a go of that either. To be fair, actually, that's a little bit harsh because up until the missus left me, we was actually making bucket loads of money on eBay, and then she left me, But what she didn't tell me was because the eBay account was set up in her name, and the money was going into a joint bank account. Well, that's what I believed. But this just shows, what some people are like. So I believed it was going into a joint account, right? And she's then suddenly, got the new girlfriend, going to be having this fantastic life, going to be, blah 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 blah. Wanted to treat her new girlfriend. Decides to empty the eBay account, right? Which there was a lot of money in there, right? I can't remember exactly, but we're talking thousands, right? There was thousands in there. 'Cause what I was selling was like designer clothes for next to nothing that I was getting for next to nothing. And they weren't knockoffs either. They were genuine designer clothes. And I was also selling the ride-on battery toys. And the designer clothes was a steady income. The battery toys was like it was the way forward. If and when I get my own place, I'm probably going to start doing them again because, But anyway, she emptied the bloody account, and of course we had something go wrong with one of our toys. Not a problem. I always, said I'll either repair them or I'll try and get them repaired for you, or you can have your money back, no problem. It's not an issue. Wasn't a scammer or a conner or anything like that on eBay. I was like, no worries, you can have your money back. And of course, when the person that I was dealing with said, I'll have my money back, please, and I said, no problem. You can keep the ride-on toy because it just wasn't worth me trying to sort out postage on it, and I'll give you your money back. And they showed me pictures of the fault and everything, so it genuinely was faulty. And yeah, so I went to give them because the account was empty, so it meant that I couldn't do that, and then started getting bad review, and then literally that ended everything really on there. Yeah, but anyway, I then sort of did it for myself, and me and this lad, we sort of. So he messaged me once. He got this. I had this coat, this Fred Perry coat. I think it was like £600 or something like that, and it was a limited edition, special design for an anniversary or something like that. And he messaged me and said, "I'd really like the coat." So I was like, "Okay." So I said, he said, "But I can't afford it." He said, "Can I pay you monthly for it?" And I was like, "Nah, don't do that. I just don't do that." I said, "Because I said, not that I'm saying you will." I said, "But I got bitten like that in the past." I said, and I said, you either buy it or you don't, sort of thing. I'm not really too worried either way, but you either buy it or you don't. And so he then said, he said, "Is there anything on my eBay page that you like?" Because he was just starting out, and he had an MSI laptop that was, I think it was, but near enough 700 quid. And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what." I said, "You can." Oh, why am I not moving? Why am I not moving? Come on. I think I got stuck. Anyway, so I said, why is that not working? Come on, tractor. Or is it because the ground's too wet and we're getting heavy? Which could be the case. And so I said, you can swap me that, and that's what we ended up doing, and we've sort of been friends ever since, really. I had to put a little bit of trust in him that he would send the coat, the laptop, sorry, and he had to put a little bit of trust in me that I would send the coat. But it just shows that there are some people out there that you can still rely on and trust. Because he received his coat and he was very happy. I received the laptop and I was very happy as well. So all was sort of good. But anyway, so I've sort of messaged him, is this case any good? And he was like, yeah. He goes, "Tell you what I'll do, for the same price, I'll send you the premium one that I do." He said that's a stronger case still. So I was like, okay, fair enough. And that's what we've done. And I've bought a few of the little bits and pieces from him as well. So He's quite happy. But yeah, as I say, once I get my own place, I'll think about sort of redoing eBay and doing everything that I was doing and see if I can't get it up and going again. You may as well just, for all the hassle that you get on the end, you may as well just waste that little bit on the end, right? That trailer is virtually full. There's no point hanging around for 4%. Let's get off the field because it's getting heavy to pull this trailer anyway on the field. Because obviously the field's quite wet. So in all fairness, farm sim sort of physics there, not too bad actually. Because that field, as I say, is getting wet, and yeah, it's a bit of a struggle to pull it off, right? I don't really need 3 tractors and trailers clearly from here, although we have had a little bit of time messing around on the end. Once I get back into my rhythm, I should be able to turn these tractors around quite quickly. But anyway, we'll set this one here, and then he should, in theory, hate it when it does that. It's like, why are you doing that for? Just keep it on the tractor. You know where the bloody canning factory is. I know where the tractor is. It's like, just don't do that. Essentially because it's inconveniencing my day. Right, we will use all 3 just because they are here, although I suppose in a way we would then have a floater that could just be here in case, the other one doesn't get round or whatever. Although that Massey Ferguson, to be fair to it, has a tendency to crash. These two don't. The John Deere and the Steyr, no problem. But the Massey Ferguson does tend to have an issue with crashing on the way to the thing as he got stuck on the tree. Or has he just got stuck in the field? Oh dear. Like I say, I won't be using this harvester again. It's just too much hassle. Too much hassle. I think he's got stuck, hasn't he? I would say he went into one of the ruts on the Massey Ferguson. That would be my guess. Do you know, actually, for how much hassle it is, I might just even still go off and get the one with the tank. Because I can still drive the tractors and trailers, so it's no biggie. It's no problem. Alright, we're away again. A little bit wide there. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a time lapse, and we're going to try and get this field and the other 2 fields done. Like I say, I might, when you come back, there more than likely will be the other harvester here, or I might try and persevere with it for a little bit longer, but as I say, it is very frustrating, and I do want to get these carrots done, because once we get these carrots done, we can then start to wind down this series, as of sort of what I do. I knew it wasn't going to end today, this series, but it's probably going to end next week. Next week will probably be the last 2 episodes, and then that'll be pretty much April in, and April, new month, new save, and time to sort of go again. Yeah, so it's that's probably going to be the plan. I mean, it's like that, just turning into me. Do you know what I mean? It's oh dear, don't get me started. Honestly. I wasn't in the beginning. I wasn't going to use this harvester anyway. I was actually going to use the other one, and then I thought, no, do you know what? Actually, I'm sure things are not too bad. You know, sometimes yeah, I've heard the sort of rumours and stories about this harvester, and I thought, you know, some people just don't have patience, and that's what you need with this harvester. You need patience, you know, and but nah, I'm beginning to kind of see what they were on about. You know that this really isn't that good. Um, but as I say, I will. I probably will go off and get the other one. To be fair, because we can just crack on then. Because I can leave him at the corners and then just ride alongside on the up and downs and just leave him to turn round because he's got a tank. He's not reliant on me. Whereas this one obviously is, and it doesn't turn the best as you've seen. So I probably will just do that. Why haven't we stopped unloading into my trailer? No, we just stopped the texture for whatever reason. Oh. Well, there you go. Is the texture there or not? No. So yeah, as I say, when we get to the end here, I'll get rid of that harvester. We'll get the other one, and then I'll get the time lapse up and running, and we'll see if we can't get these 3 fields of carrots done. So I'll see you in a bit.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
And we've got to end this, well, we've got to stop harvesting because I was going to say we've got to end harvesting and forget about the rest, but that's not, so it's not quite as desperate as all of that. But we've certainly got to stop harvesting because our carrot silo is now full. So we can't get any more obviously in there, and we'll get this trailer filled, and then that will have to be for now in terms of carrots, although they have got to be done today, otherwise they're going to go to waste because today I'm sure today is the last month to which we can harvest. Let's just have a little check of that, because if it's December that would be banging. Carrots harvest, no, November, so yes, that's come as a bit of a bugger really, to be fair, because we were getting, after the disaster that was the opening of the episode, once that harvester gets the headlands done, which boy it done after uncomplicated, I didn't put any of that into the video again because I just thought but yeah, so anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this episode here. So I thank you all for watching, and when we come back next time, we will get these carrots harvested. I'll try and find a solution. We'll get the carrots harvested, and then we'll be where we want to be. So thanks ever so much for watching. I'll see you again in tomorrow's episode. Bye for now.